putting her hands on me. I never called the police on her. She's showing bruises of me defending myself from her, and she making the internet think that.
That was Angry Reactions, the social media influencer who's famous for making funny videos with an angry face. Over a month ago, he won a DV case against the mother of his child. The charges were dropped by the state. Despite winning, he lost his brand deals, had to delete his videos, career kinda over. But they were still together through all of it.
I just got through all of this drama, and she was on my side. She's sitting there telling everybody, oh, I could have sent you to jail if I pressed charges.
That's right. She was by his side until she got mad again, and then she started threatening to show some evidence.
Hi, everyone. I did not want to have to do this, but since Wanye wants to go on live and spread a bunch of lies, I just want to come on here and say that he's lying. If I wanted to press charges against him, I could have had him locked up for a while for him putting his hands on me. I have proof of him putting his hands on me multiple times, and he constantly wants to say that I put my hands on him first. There are times that I have, because he screams in my face.
We have a son together. We have a son. And what's crazy is you're in the apartment that I'm paying for right now. You're doing all of this internet stuff. You're talking about getting a restraining order on me. All of this started today because I was trying to talk some sense to you. I never got loud. I never got aggressive. I never got none of that today. You did. You're doing all of this for the internet. We both know what actually goes on behind closed doors. You gonna say you sorry? You gonna say you was mad? You gonna say you was emotional? You gonna say you shouldn't have did it? You gonna say you wish you could have took it back like you always say?
Then after that, she kind of broke out the big guns. She actually showed some evidence of that. It was a couple more. I don't want to show them all because I want to be YouTube safe, but that's what prompted him having that breakdown when he was on the phone talking to his dad.
This girl is making the world think that I be over here beating her, bro.
I know, man.
This girl and Ed, the pictures, they look bad, bro. They look terrible. And you know, I'm not this type of person. You know this. She knows this. She knows this. And she's making everybody think that and you know I'm not this type of person. You know I'm not this. You know this, bro. You know we only ever get physical when she initiated first. She always putting her hands on me. I never called the police on her. She's showing bruises of me defending myself from her, and she making the internet think that. Bro, you know this, bro. You know this, bro. You know how you raised me, bro. No, I'm not this type of, you know this.
Now, when he said that part about putting marks on her defending himself, I wasn't completely going at first, but when I looked at the pictures, those marks are consistent with his story. Those marks are consistent with grabbing somebody, aggressively grabbing somebody, or aggressively trying to restrain somebody by the arms. You can see it look like she's being grabbed by the arms. And he has some evidence that I'm going to play that she does repeatedly try to come after him, and he's having to push her back and everything. He has some evidence of that I'm going to show. But even when she tried to expose him with the text messages, the text messages are consistent with his story as well. The message says, "You threw me across the apartment and tried to drag me out. So sorry for not being extra nice. And you completely broke my heart last night. I'm an emotional wreck right now." He says, "I told you to go in the hallway before I did anything." She says, "I didn't want you to pack my stuff." And then he goes on to say, "Once you threw the key card when I asked you for it, you lost the privilege to pack your own stuff." So it sounds like a situation where, yeah, he had to throw a woman out of his house. That is it's not a gentle way to do that when you're throwing a woman out of your house. Now, I'm not saying it's right. There's ways to practice avoidance. A woman coming at you, like I've pulled the Jonathan Majors before and just ran out of my own house to try to avoid being in the situation that he's in. But these marks, particularly these scrapes right here, are consistent with throwing somebody out of your house. We're not talking about, like, I thought we were going to see like black eyes or busted lips or something like that. No, we're seeing scrapes and bruises consistent with restraining, defending, grabbing, and happen to get somebody out your house. That's what these marks are consistent with. Y'all can debate in the comment section whether he should have did the Jonathan Majors, which didn't work out for Jonathan Majors, but y'all can debate in the comment section whether or not he should have done that or he should have aggressively got to check out his house. He wanted to check out his house. Yeah, I can debate that in the comment section. I'm just saying what the marks are consistent with. I mean, we've seen white girls leave with more marks on them after a rough episode of Black. Seriously, though, but seriously. Moreover, here's the audio of him recording what happens during these events.
The fact that you don't even care to like try to include me in shit, and when I show that I'm upset, you don't give a fuck. Like, you don't make me feel better about the fact that you're going out without me.
You are clearly not strong enough to be in this relationship.
Yeah.
If everything,
You!
if
Because
everything
you can't!
boys stop touching me.
Because guess
Stop
what?
touching
I
me.
could be.
Stop touching me.
Okay, I could be strong enough if you played your part.
Why did you stay? I told you. Stop pushing me. I told you. Keep your hands off of me, my nigga.
How you made me feel because
What
you
did I
wanna
do to
put,
make you feel any type of way?
you didn't try to cater to my feelings at all.
Okay, so how I made you feel or how I didn't stop you from feeling the way you already felt?
Both.
You raising up to me, you balling your fist up in my face, you putting your hands on me, initiating physical contact, that I tell you every fucking day to stop doing. You do. And
Okay,
but listen, because your sentence is starting off with but, so I know you trying to make excuses.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, if you ain't making no excuses to what I'm saying, I just need you to listen. You know this is true.
Now, that was a lot. I did have to edit some parts of it because it was real long and a lot of cuss words. But I think his point was made on the general aspect that she used to come at him, attacking him. He used to try to address it. He used to physically get her off of him. I think that point was made. I think he is guilty of handling a bad situation badly. But when you're in the eye of a storm like that with the mother of your child, it's kind of difficult. And because of that, she definitely was able to get her own recordings on him. she got him recorded in some ways where it don't look good for him either.
Tell me before you go here. If you gonna say anything about what I'm saying, say what I'm saying, nigga. Okay. Don't sit here and tell me, or when you ask after I left without telling you, or I told you. Don't shut the fuck up with that dumb shit. That ain't what I'm asking.
Can you give me him so you stop yelling in his ear?
Quiet, bro. Ain't nobody yelling in his ear.
Yes, you are.
Bro. It's so dumb, bro. It's so dumb, bro.
That's the epitome of being emotional on a female level of emotion when you're clearly screaming. Like I've seen multiple women do this. Clearly screaming, you point out to them that they're screaming, and then I'm not screaming. Just like, so yes, there's some problem areas here. This is another situation where she tried to sell it like she was being held hostage, which she wasn't. I mean, they're on an elevator. You're going to see him standing in the way of the elevator door, but it wasn't like she tried to spin it like he was blocking her from leaving. I'm not playing the audio because it was just more yelling. I do want this video to be monetized, but yes, he was emotionally, he was on one. It was arguments and disputes with the mother of his child about the child, and then on the brink of a breakup. I mean, it was intense. He was yelling, he was going in. There was just too many moments where he was just looking emotionally unhinged, a lot like the character that he portrays. Now, here's a moment where she accused him of threatening her with a GUN. I don't even know if I could say that on YouTube, and waving it, saying he was coming over there to do something to her, and he was loading it up. This is a video of him doing that, and yes, this is the evidence right here. A video that she uploaded with no sound. And so if you're saying where is the weapon, it's right here. Did you catch it? Right there, that little handle. Now, that was it. This was her evidence that he was doing all of that stuff. This video uploaded with no sound, very suspect on her part. Now, what you saw, that was the clip to a BB gun that he showed in another video where he was explaining what it was. It had red tape or plastic around the hand. It looked like a toy. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It did look like a toy. And his argument is that he was on a FaceTiming with her, arguing back and forth for 6 hours. 6 hours on FaceTime, arguing while he was cleaning his room. And then for a brief moment, he did have the clip to a BB gun in his hand. She clipped that part and showed it with no audio, and then concocted a story that he was threatening her, coming over there to do something to her with the weapon, and he was loading it during the stream, and this is her evidence. Something with no audio. It's like if you had audio of him threatening you and video of him loading it up, like you would show it, but this is the evidence. So it's suspect on her part, but the fact that he's willing to get on there and argue and yell and be acting again like the character that he portrays for 6 hours, that was enough for her to gather something, go dumpster diving for a narrative or a story or something she could pin on him. So in that sense, he kind of, look at him, he looked just like the character. So in that sense, he I don't want to say he did it to himself, because somebody is, spinning a narrative, but he opened the door for it. That part he has to own. Yes, stop me if you heard this one. Angry Reactions had a few too many angry reactions. Now, I like to give credit to the source when I crack a joke. So the person that I have to credit for that joke is the entire comment section of every video that has ever been made on this topic. All 13.7 million of y'all beat me to the punch on that joke. Y'all really wore it out. That was the first thing that popped in my head as soon as I went to the comment section. Angry, all of y'all just said the same thing. Very disappointing. But the biggest point here that the black side of social media had to say about all of this, the point that they had to make is, see, stay away from them white girls, or you end up like this. As if stuff like this don't happen with black women.
She just pepper sprayed me for no reason in my house.
I can't keep following me.
No, I ain't following you nowhere. No, I don't have a gun. You really doing this lying stuff again? I'm recording everything.
Please hurry.
Yeah, please hurry, because she's crazy. Please hurry, she's crazy.
She just walked right by the attacker that close to him. Didn't even look in his direction. I mean, nothing. Everything about that says this man is not a threat. That she's trying to get the boys in blue showing up locked and loaded.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Please hurry up, she's crazy.
I can't keep following.
No, I'm not. I'm upstairs.
He following me. I'm upstairs. They all be Amber Hearding. It is what it is. Now, the question, fellas, is this. Angry Reactions actually used to date Just Pearly Things. So, what would you rather do? Date Just Pearly Things or date her, but have to deal with fake DV cases here and there.